Hey guys, thank you so much for being here. I am the Divine Maverick, also known as the mother of twins, helping you along your twin flame journey. If this is your first time watching, thank you so much for watching this video. I know that you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to spend a little time with me, and I appreciate that. So if you like the content on the channel, please smash that like button while you watch this video, as well as subscribe to the channel because it'll put your energy in these card decks. And next time you drop back by to see a video, it'll feel like your very own personal reading. Speaking of those, I do those. Everything that you need to know about how to contact me with video read or on the phone read or whatever, or mail something to me or email me, anything at all. It's down in the description box. So please spend a few moments down there before you exit stage left. This is a Divine Masculine Energy read. This is for my Divine Feminines to take a little peek into the lives of their masculine energy or masculine side or their masculine in the 3D. Interestingly, I was shuffling the self-loved card deck that I have. This is the way the back of it looks, by the way. But anyway, 4 cards came out, and I just began to, do them like I'm doing right now in front of you, holding them and meditating on them. And then I pulled a major arcana because I wanted to know the overall energy of this masculines that we are peeking in on. And I was happy to see that the sun came out, which is divine masculine energy, as well as energy of, you could say, fertility because the baby's there. It doesn't have to be a natural baby. It could actually be, when I say natural, I mean human baby, but it could actually even just be a time of fertility for this masculine. I feel very strongly sunflowers may mean something to you. Sunflower may be your favorite flower, but either way, the sun card represents light shining in all the hidden places. So I really feel like this masculine is in very good energy. Y'all know my favorite song when I see the sun card is "Here Comes the Sun." So I feel like this masculine is in a very good place, in a very good space, a very good headspace. And these cards talk about headspace, and I was really going to use the Moonology, not Moonology, but the Wisdom of the Moon Oracle deck. And I'm going to put out 4 or 5 cards. And these came out together, so I'm going to be clarifying. I'm going to use these as clarifiers, but I'm still going to do the spread, but I'm going to use these as clarifiers. And I think it's going to be interesting to see how this aligns with whatever the masculines want to tell us. But first, let me go card by card, let you know what I was hearing. It says, I am worthy of love. I accept my own self-love. I accept the love of others, and I ensure my own needs are met. When I do this, I can love others even more. Divine Feminine, here's why this is good for you. This is good for you because the Divine Masculine is now in a place where he is loving himself, and he is now able to accept the love from others. You were dealing with a masculine that was probably very, very, I just saw the word off-putting or off-put. Put off, put off, very quiet, very subdued, very introverted, probably a Virgo, probably a Pisces. Could even be in Aries with the, hear my heart, no offense to anybody, but arrogance and the stubbornness, right? But a masculine that did not express love as much, a masculine that did not put a lot of emphasis on love, and probably made you feel sometimes foolish or silly for wanting to be, touchy-feely, lovey-dovey, right? But this masculine is now in a place with the sun card showing that they are literally ready to, they know that they are worthy. Because like I said, a lot of that attitude you were getting was because they felt like they were unworthy to have the love that you were giving them. And even the loving feelings and the way they felt when in your presence, which is why they avoided it a lot of the times until it got to be so much that they just had to call you up. They just had to see you. They had to be there nuzzling in your neck or whatever, rubbing your feet, rubbing your shoulders, holding your hand, whatever it was. But they now know that they are worthy of love. They accept their own self-love, and that way they can, like I said, accept your love now. And they're also not only living for others like they used to do. What I mean by that is whether it was mama or daddy or brother or sister or whoever was trying to take their time of pulling on their heartstrings, and they felt obligated or responsible for them, for their care and well-being. I feel like the masculine with this card is saying that they're making sure that their cup is filled before they try to fill the cup of others. And that even includes whether it's children or not too, because this masculine was almost neglecting himself. You probably noticed if you saw him Divine Feminine, that he seemed a little tired, or he seemed a little more frazzled, or he seemed a little just not much, but a bit out of sorts, because he needed some, like a good meal and some rest. You know what I mean? Some good meals, a good loving, and some rest, right? So anyway, he is now realizing with the Sun card here as a major arcana, he is worthy of love. Also, that works for you, Divine Feminine, is he is appreciating his own uniqueness. Again, this masculine definitely wrestled with the self-love aspect, or the self-loathing either. He had to learn to love himself deeply and find that the things that made him, that set him apart, were the things that set him out, or put him out. He's now accepting his uniqueness, and I feel like he is finding very creative outlets. I don't know if your masculine is telling you, but many of the masculines that I'm channeling for are really moving in their creativity. Again, I feel water. I just saw Aquarius too, but whether it's, you know, t-shirt design, or car detailing, or you know, entrepreneurial efforts. I just saw a car wash, but, you know, just doing barber haircuts, you know what I mean? I do see hairstylists, but hair, like, you know, anyway, this masculine is appreciating his uniqueness, and he realizes now that him not fitting in the cookie cutter mold, because like I said, I feel like this masculine was trying to find his identity, trying to find his way. I don't feel a very strong fatherly presence, but if there was, it was a very kind of mean, very tough, strict, thank you, a strict disciplinarian in his male authority figure. So it kind of was a turnoff for him. It was a put off. It was off-putting, because he didn't feel like he had someone he could show weakness with. And so it was kind of like arrested development as he was maturing. So anyway, there's this masculine. But that, so I give to myself, he says. Also now he is giving to himself. Now what's cool about this card is, I don't think there are a lot of masculines that are buying fresh flowers, but they could. But I know that because the twin flame journey is actually you, Divine Feminine, being in alignment or in balance with your masculine energy. Look what he says. He says, I offer myself gifts, flowers, and small delights, beautiful things that pleases my senses, and I make space for them every day. Now, what I was feeling is, what the masculine gives to himself, he's giving to you. I feel, Divine Feminine, that you're going to be getting some gifts, some flowers, some small delights, some beautiful things that please your senses from your masculine. Watch and see, okay? Because he is now being more generous with himself, realizing that he deserves delights. He deserves pleasure, okay? All right. So last one is, I am wise. The masculine is saying, because I love myself, I make wise choices. I choose carefully what I believe in and what I wish to be a part of. I make decisions consciously and with awareness. First thing, making wise choices. One of the best and wisest choices he's ever made, Divine Feminine, is you. Now, it might have been a difficult road for him to get there and actually express that to you, but he knows, all right? I choose carefully what I believe in. I feel like this masculine is in the middle of an awakening, especially with the Sun card out here. It's all about blessing. It's all about abundance. It's all about alignment and connection. And like I said, that white horse always makes me think about truth from the book of Revelation, when Jesus rode a white horse. And anyway, but I feel like this masculine is going through a spiritual awakening, and is definitely not the same person spiritually that he was, you know, a year ago, even 10 years ago. Because I feel like a 10-year cycle also, at least a 10 to 11 year cycle has closed for this masculine just recently. And he is making decisions consciously, and with awareness. He's not being led by the crowd. He's not being led by a family influence. You know, he's not being led by his emotions even. He's actually standing very strong and very sure in his power, because he's standing in his wisdom. This is Emperor energy all day coming off this card, Emperor and all the kings. So with that, I'm going to put the cards back in order in the way they came out. And then we're going to put these four from the Wisdom of the Moon Oracle, and then put those cards I just read to you on them to clarify. It's going to be so cool. See how this turns out. One of them just fell on my lap. Hold on. I meant to look at it. It looked like it was creation. I'm not sure, but I put it back in so fast. All right, one more, and then I'm going to just go right off the top after I split. Here's the split. Let's do it in 3. Nice. That feels good. Right at the top. Boundaries. Boundaries is the first one. Going with that, like I said, this divine masculine is making sure his own needs are met. Card number 12, that's a 3. So definitely letting go of anything and anybody that tries to limit him from feeling loved or knowing that he is worthy of love. Okay, he says, I ensure my own needs are met. That, you know how he does that? Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. I love it. So definitely that's happening. That woman's in a bubble there. I feel like this masculine and yeah, the waxing gibbous 3 and then the boundaries 3. Sorry, I'm just looking at numbers again, you guys. Okay. Yeah, nice. Nice. Next one, his will. Card number 13. That's 4. Look at that. Taking off the mask. You see she has a mask on? So now this masculine is appreciating his own uniqueness. Now, if you look, interestingly, this card, this woman has on like this great little costume and everything. But so it's like, that's a pretty unique costume, don't you agree? But it's like this masculine is definitely exercising his own free will to be who he is. And that only bodes well for you, divine feminine, because a man doesn't know what kind of man he wants to be really until he knows what kind of woman he wants. And divine feminine, he knows that he's worthy of love and he accepts the love of others, which includes your love. And now he knows that you are the one he wants. With the sun, he wants this life with you. He wants this happiness. You are a blessing. He wants this abundance. Okay. And so he's now accepting his own uniqueness. I like that. He's not like anyone else, and he loves this about himself. That also speaks to the self-loathing that he had to conquer, because I feel like this masculine was very, very hard on himself. Okay. And now he is exercising his free will to literally be who he is. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You don't want anyone that doesn't know who they are. They don't know who they are, you know, and what they want and what makes them happy. Then there's no way they can please you. That's why you have to get healed as best you can first. All right. So the time of introspection with the void. This is like a brooding over the deep. And this is the card number 1. It's like a new beginning, okay? This is the dark moon. And when you have the energy of the dark moon, it's about the hidden things. It's about going deep within. It's about starting from ground zero. You know what I mean? So with this, he's saying that I give to myself, right? I am generous to myself. I offer myself small gifts. I make space for them every day. So this masculine went very deep within with introspection, number 1, in order to look out for number 1 also, and to give to himself. He realizes that with the void, that things had to start from the very beginning. I don't know what transpired and how long you've been at this, but with these 2 cards together, the energy that I'm feeling very strongly is this masculine did not... There was a void, right, in how he was giving to you. There was a void in how he was showing his appreciation of you. There was a void in the relationship as it related to making space for the relationship, making space for each other, making space. Let's just say making space. So right now, this masculine is saying that being generous to myself is being generous to you. I know that there was an absence of text. There was an absence of communication. There was an absence of me showing you who I know you to be to me, who you are, appreciating you. And only till really, divine feminine, you got somebody else. You met somebody else, right? Somebody else came into the picture that this masculine started acting right. But either way, the masculine is ready to give, and that's a good thing. All right, finally. Well, look at here. Look at here, because the sun, here comes the sun, masculine energy. And this is that energy that says, look at the number, y'all. If y'all been following the midday snack, y'all know that what that means to us. There's number 42. And he says with the final card, I am wise. This divine masculine definitely is. He's called the lunar god in this deck. But this masculine energy is about taking control of your life. The masculine energy is about external. The masculine energy is about action, direction, focus, assertiveness, determination, passion, power, right? The masculine is saying, I am wise. And because I love myself, I make wise choices. I choose carefully what I believe in and what I wish to be a part of. I make decisions consciously and with awareness. Beautiful energy with the masculine as our outcome. Let's see what the bottom of the deck is. blossoming. I love it. So this relationship, this masculine feels so deeply for you that now it's time for a fresh new start. This is the flower moon, and I believe that's the moon in like April. You can Google it and see when the flower moon is in 2021, but that may be significant to you as it relates to timing. And then here's another one of our favorite numbers, 33 at the top, which is 6, bringing that balance and harmony. So I have 6 with 42 out here, 3, 4, and 1. Okay, so new beginnings, stability, balance and harmony, and completions, endings to start new beginnings, or letting go of things that are no longer a part of you, letting go of things that are no longer conducive for where you're going, right? But look, the relationship is blossoming. You see that? His love for you is blossoming. Blossoming is simply about, and this is springtime. I think we talked about that. That might have been another read though. But with the sun and the blossoming, for a few of you, it could be that in the summer months, you know, with the fire here, fire signs, I'm seeing July, but when the sun is at its brightest, you know, July, August, I feel like the relationship may be blossoming. So right now you're still growing, getting to know each other, maybe enjoying some time of give and take, reciprocity, with the masculine starting to give gifts and flowers and small delights, you know, still standing in his power, stepping into his power, still putting up boundaries and ensuring that his boundaries, you know, are not breached, I would say. And then, of course, appreciating his own uniqueness by doing what he loves. With this card is more important, because it's important that the masculine realizes, as he's saying, that he is not like anyone else. He's not like anyone else. So he probably struggles with comparison, you know, and you know, competing because it's of the family dynamic, maybe having older brothers or maybe younger brothers that are, you know, doing different things. Anyway, so the blossoming card we'll put right there. Let's get a romance angel card for you. Did I just mix some cards up? I certainly did. And there's 2 in here that don't belong. One of these. It don't belong. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, let me get some advice for you for a divine masculine. Oh, that was easy. What's it say? Yes, remain positive. It's going to be so right, especially with the sun card out here. You have no choice but to remain positive. All right? This masculine is definitely doing a lot of good work, and that's a beautiful message for you. All right? Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to leave it right here. Until we meet again, guys, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.